I didn't mean to. I didn't mean right at the start. 5 seconds in. Are you at the pool?
I am at the pool.
Shoot.
It's where I do
It's
all my Bible study.
Wednesday, and you're hanging out by the pool.
Wednesday, hanging out
Check
by the
this
pool.
out. Do you remember these days? We'll talk about this while everyone's tuning in. Check out that background.
It's memories.
With
Nostalgia
throwback.
is very big right now.
Throwback. I can change this up all I want. People that are starting to join us live, I'm super pumped. We're going to be talking through some stuff today. I got Rylan here because he's like my hype man.
Yeah.
Starting to join us live. Ready to rock. Want to increase engagement from Facebook groups? Invite your audience to connect. I don't know what all these things are. Close. Very cool. I don't know what this button does. Apparently, if you're tuning in, you can join us there, or you can comment here, or you can comment in any of the places. I'm going to walk through some stuff today. We're going to be talking about the circle and this thing that I've been bugging everybody about, that we've been bugging everybody about, the Logos Daily Circle. Hamrick's here. Tim's here. Looks like people are starting to tune in. So I'm pumped. Rylan's here. I'm here. What else do we need?
Nothing.
Yeah. Sweet. So I don't know how much time we're going to take here. I haven't been able to get through it in less than 30 minutes talking to everybody. But Rylan, we, what is it? The 7th of September. And we're over 1,030 members in the circle now.
That's awesome.
And so I've seen so many positive comments from people who say this is exactly what they're looking for. There's a lot of collaborative support back and forth. There's like niche groups. There's support for pastors and students. If you're a beginner in Logos, like this is an easy place for you to jump in and like learn about Logos in general. Or if you're looking for like deep search help or deep syntax, I don't even know, like that stuff's beyond me. But if you're looking for help in those areas, then this is a place for you too. So, so far, so good. So far, it's been good.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Have you learned anything so far
about the circle?
Yeah, about Logos.
Oh, yeah. What did I learn the other day? Someone. So the thing I always forget is the templates in the Bible search. So like, someone brought that up, and I know that stuff, but just to be reminded, that's a way to search through it. And one thing I don't see often is in the template, someone was using multiple keywords. So like they were searching prayer, pray, praying. So yeah. In one search with the template.
Did you see the transcription of Heiser's podcasts?
I did. That's an incredible, that's a lot. That's very cool.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. Okay. So this is going to be geared towards people who have never entered the circle just yet, but I assume that there's going to be a handful of people that tune in who are like they've joined, but they just don't know how to navigate it. So I'm going to walk through, and Rylan, please stop me because you already know my head's kind of all over the place right now. I'll say it. I'm getting married this weekend. So that's probably where my head's at right now. But stop me, please, if there's something that you're like, Jason, you totally skipped over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click share, and I'm going to share my screen and just walk through the circle, top to bottom, left to right, top to bottom. So I let the circle know that we're going live, and that's the first thing that folks are going to see. So no big deal. It's kind of aggressive. It's a little loud for me right now. All right. So this is the circle. I'm going to also do, I dropped the link into the comments. And if you're checking this out and you want to join yourself right now, the link is in the comments. You're welcome to sign up. There's free stuff. There's mad free stuff. There's tons of free stuff in here. And then there's a couple plans that we're going to talk about a little bit later. So at the very front, yeah, it looks a little bit like a social media network, right? But I want to start with the vision. I want to start with the mission of this. The coaches that have been doing this, like Rylan and myself, we've been doing this for over 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I started back when there was like a blog, and then I was reviewing some resources and helping people learn about Logos. And then some guys and gals have joined me over the years to help equip Logos users. And we were building these Facebook groups, and you may be familiar with them, but we have like 28,000 members across our community. We've been building this community, and honestly, I'll try to share this too, if I can. Some of our comments and posts have been getting banned. There's been, before I can even get to them as admin user on Facebook, before I can even get and approve them, there are things that are outright getting banned. Like I can't do anything about it. And so there's some comment blocking and banning and things like that happening in the Facebook groups. And so that's really what triggered.
Related to, like, they're not even.
I don't know why. I don't know why it was banned. But then someone would message me and be like, "Hey, this is getting banned," and I don't know if you're blocking it or why you're prohibiting me from posting on the group. But I'd like a community where basically I can share different things. And I was like, sweet, that's a great idea. I'd like that as well. And so there's the freedom to be able to talk about Logos Bible software, the ability to connect with individuals from all over the place. Like I'm meeting people down the road, literally. And then I'm also talking with people who are around the world. Like this guy was like, "Hey, I grew up in your hometown and now I live in Scotland." And I was like, "That's pretty cool." And we were talking back and forth about hometown, and then we were talking about Logos Bible software. And I've had a few different people pray with me about different things as well. So, I mean, we're 7 days into this right now, and that's pretty wild. It's a true story. And so there's the community aspect. There's the lack of banning. I think that there's also just more focus. So, Rylan, if you have any thoughts on focus and Facebook and distraction in general, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm just going to randomly pull you in.
No, I have all sorts of thoughts. So I think as someone who helped moderate and administrate those groups, one thing I saw was we would have people wander in there's worse things in the world for people to wander in, but there's a lot of kind of noise of people who might not be Logos users. And, if we can help convert someone to that, I think that's our goal. If they're not, so it's not a huge, welcome to the party. But we would also get people who had no interest at all. And then on top of like people who were asking sincere questions about the Bible or the software and getting frustrated and had nothing to do with us. So when one of the things that I've loved about the circle is not having all of the noise, and not even just the noise like in our groups, but the noise that comes along with things like Facebook or any other social media platform. Like this is a community just dedicated for Logos Bible users of all, whether someone's new to the software, been a long time user. And so like when I'm on the circle, when I'm in that network, I'm not interested to go see all the other things that other social media sites have to offer. It's like, I can focus on what I'm trying to do here, which is use Logos Bible software.
Yeah. There's I've seen a couple people set it as their homepage already, as like there are ministry spots. There's spots in here to connect with other ministers also, and to like get that support. There's a spot in the circle to dialogue through theological or ministerial or like leadership or anything that's happening. Like just some open form. There's an open forum as well. So sorry, there's like the focus too. Yeah.
No, it does feel focused. And as someone who tries to serve and help people, I feel like it's been after a week, a much more productive way of helping people. And so, yeah, it's been a good thing.
Yeah. All right, cool. So for real, I'm going to walk through it a little bit, but I just wanted to share a little bit of the background like that, like why in the world we would go through the work of creating something new, because this is a whole new website. And there's tons and tons of content within it, but it's not just like a series of videos. That's basically what I was trying to say. There's focus, there's a community. I'm messaging with people from all over. We're already talking and praying together. And I feel like I have this desire to like dig into the software and to dig into the word more than like I had before, because I don't want to just go and watch a YouTube video and hit pause and then just try to like figure it out myself. I want to be like, I'm stuck on this right now, and then tap someone and see if I can get help with it. So I'm going to go ahead and walk through the software. I've got it up for us. So if you go to circle.logos-daily.com, I'm going to drop it into the chat one more time. If you're following along live on Facebook, you'll grab that link there. But circle.com or circle.logos-daily.com. All right. So go ahead and check that out. But then we're just going to walk through from top to bottom, left to right. And so you've got the home button here. And when you're on the home screen, you see the search bar across the top, and then you see this little guy up here waving with with a plus sign on it. You see some options to chat and the notification pane here. So I'm just gonna put the what I think is the best part about the entire community right up front, and it's this search bar right here. I've saved this for the end before, but I feel like that is something that is the most useful for different people who have been using this platform. And so if I'm trying to study the Bible and I'd like to learn something about like, Rylan, can you give me a topic? End times. I'm just making that up because I asked a question about it the other day.
You've been talking a lot about egalitarianism.
I know, and I spelled it wrong the other day, so I picked on myself. But yeah, I'll do it. I can do it. Egalitarian. Thanks a lot, David.
Is this what you get at Wheaton?
Yeah, this is what a Wheaton education gives you. So the search right here, I can search the entire community. I can search training videos if there were any about egalitarianism. I can search any questions that different people had. And so I know that there's a question in here. I'm working through my own beliefs in this area recently. I'm trying to do a job of understanding both sides of the argument. And so someone actually asked a question that dealt with this, and you can jump in and you can like join the conversation. But if you're focused more on Logos Bible software, the example that I jump to usually is like this, like, what is tagging? How do you use tagging? What help can I get from this community around tagging in Logos Bible software? And so Mike Colburn, one of our coaches, awesome guy. If you're looking for dad jokes, he's got like an endless supply of them. He did a whole video and he created a system around tagging. And so you can get a spreadsheet that he created and you can watch this full video here. And there are also a few posts and questions that go alongside of it. So it looks like, Rylan, you had it connected to setting up your notebooks in the advanced course. And so without digging into the topics all that much, I just want to show off like how powerful the search bar is at the top. And so that is there on every screen as you're walking through this community. And then the next button here is the invite. And so you can actually grab this link, invite people, and earn rewards from it. So you can earn like stickers and mugs, and then Logos credit if you refer enough people. Chat is the ability to talk with anybody. And then we even have the option to chat in groups, but you can talk and send direct messages to anybody, and you'll see how that's useful in a little bit. And the notifications is what you'd expect from a network, but any topic, event, group, course, anything that you're following, you get notified and you can follow along that way. So that's across the top. So the home screen is everything that you're following already. So you've like made a decision to opt into it and make sure that you see it when it's happening. So you can get a glimpse here of how much conversation is already taking place in the circle with the 1,000+ people that we've got. But that's the home screen. And discovery is a lot of stuff that you're not a part of already. Like an event that's coming up. Like here's some featured pieces that the circle is suggesting to me. A welcome checklist that needs completed, and then top posts that are happening throughout. So these are discovery items that you can jump in and learn more and connect in new ways. So the home screen is really an area that you are following along with different items. And then the discovery section here are like topics, events, groups that you may want to join that you're not a part of already. Cool. Rylan, am I missing anything?
No. So a couple things that I'm really digging on. One is the ability to search through stuff. So as our network goes, we have a repository for like videos and conversations. So you don't have to like try and go to 3 different places to find what you're looking for. If you have a question about notebooks, is a great example. You type notebooks in, you're going to get, the conversations, also the videos. And as our network grows, the better it gets, kind of like Logos. Like the more you add to it and the more you add your own information, whether it's sermons or notes, the more stuff comes back. So I'm just excited to see the network grow and be an awesome tool to help people.
For sure. Speaking of adding content, as people are added, here's something else that we recently turned on in the circle. So I can see members who are near me. So like my community is growing also. So I've got content in an inventory of like resources that are growing and videos that are growing, but I've also got this network of people. And so I'm in upstate South Carolina, and it looks like there's an individual that's actually right down the road. Him and I message back and forth a little bit. And then there's another a little bit further out, and we've been able to connect because I can find out what members are near me. And I would love to have like local cohorts or chapters or some local meetings as well would be cool. But cool. So speaking of different members, the next button down is members. And this is a list of everybody who's in the community. But what I want to do is open up one of these profiles and show you like how robust it is. So this guy here, he looks like an all right dude. His name is Rylan Brown. You have a bio, and then you've got, you can see who you're following and who's following you. You can also see some links if I wanted to connect with him in other places. And then all of the courses, groups, and events that he's a part of or has RSVP'd for. But I can also see where different friends in the circle are located. So I think that's pretty cool. And then you have that chat option here. So if I wanted to send him a direct message, I could do so also. What I mentioned before about earning rewards and inviting different folks, that's what these badges are. So as you invite people, you actually keep those referrals on your profile so you can see who you referred and who you were referred by, which is kind of fun also. The about page is really just what it is. But what I wanted to read and make sure that I didn't update it. I need to fix a typo. But I wanted to read really the summary that I kind of stewed on, what this whole circle is about. So Logos Daily Circle is a dedicated and curious community of Logos users designed to build relationships with those on the same path so that we can efficiently level up our study of God's Word. So that's what I kind of boil it down to in a sentence. And you can learn more about the whole network here on the About page. And then the Invite tab that's over here. And then I'll pause and see if there are any questions in the chat or anything. But the About page or the Invite button here is, it talks about that rewards level. It gives you the opportunity to invite some new folks to the community. Cool. I'm going to check the chat because I did see a bunch of chat. Rylan, am I missing anything?
No, it's just people in the chat, as far as I've seen, talking about how awesome the mobile app is.
Yeah, there's an Android app. There's a iOS app, both. A lot of folks use it on their iPads. And then you can browse on your browser too. So, yeah.
Which is actually the browser. I think I'm getting to that level or that age where my kids are able to do stuff quicker than I am. So it helped me to go through the browser. Like when I first downloaded the app, it was hard for me to get a sense of all the features. And I think that's just because I'm getting like there's gray in the beard, but I'm not old at all. But so once I did that, then the mobile app is fantastic. But both of them are just absolutely seamless. Really good.
Yeah. No, I've enjoyed the mobile apps for sure. I do use it pretty often. I like the browser version more, which is what we're looking at here, of course. So cool. So then I'm just going to jump through the next area here. What I wanted to say was the stuff that we were just looking at here, home, discovery, members, about, all of that is like the living room or like the main lobby. of the network. And so like you enter this space and that's like where you see all the chatter. You kind of see everything going on. That's the main lobby. And when you're jumping down here into these other rooms, you have events, groups, training videos. These are like rooms off of the lobby that you can like walk into and then learn even more. So the event space is a collection of everything that we have coming up, a lot of live streams, demos. Ryland's got one coming up September 15th. If you write sermons or you're a pastor or you know a pastor, this would be a good one to keep on your radar and invite someone to. Making the most out of Sermon Builder. So that event's coming up. It is a network-wide event, so anybody can come to it. But we can also have events that are group-specific, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Then we have a monthly community update, and then that's just sharing like new events that are coming up or new courses or new demo videos that are being added. So then this is what it looks like to walk through the different events that we have coming up. But the groups is that like all the rooms that you can enter into. And this is where you can like get more specialized or more, is it niche or niche, Ryland?
I don't, we'll have to get the pronunciation tool from Logos. Can I say on the group real quick though? So yeah. One of the things that we wanted, everybody can probably see on there, is an open mic forum. And, you know, it's been a week. That can be kind of a dicey call because there's so much, like, people get attached to some of their views. And some of those, that's rightfully so. That's not a bad thing to be attached and passionate about what you believe. But I really like that we have kind of this open mic place where people are able to talk about stuff kind of related to Logos that may not, you know, kind of like theological stuff. That's not the Bible study stuff that Christians want to talk about or people who are interested in the Word want to talk about.
I've enjoyed it, and it's been good. It's been like, I was scared. I was hesitant to like have it go live. But like, here's an example that I posted the other day. So in no more than 3 sentences in 2 Bible verses, how would you respond to the following? What do you believe the Bible says about the end times? And so it's like respectfully sharing opinions and verses and just talking through different topics. So I think that it'll be a place for us to talk through theology, talk through church history, ministry, talk through leadership in general, different books, authors, like all the above, in a way that's respectful. And so far it's been phenomenal. And so, yeah, thanks for making sure that we talk through that group a little bit. So the free groups that we have are the ones that a lot of folks are already familiar with. Tips and tricks, the free books, sales and news. So these are 3 that have been on Facebook and they're booming, right? There's like 11,500 in these top 2, and then there's 4,000 in the next one down. So now they're all in one place, and you can receive all of your notifications without distraction in one place, right? So that's been cool. That's been really helpful for me. And then the different plans that we have, the lowest tiered plan as far as pricing goes, unlocks the rest of these groups for you. So you have advanced logo support and demos. If you're a student, there's a place for you to talk through research, bibliography, paper writing, new resources, curriculum, all the above in the Student Hub. If you're a pastor and you want to talk through sermon prep or planning, etc., ministry, leadership in the Pastor Hub. And then Hamrick, Matthew Hamrick, who I think is watching live, has already taken the reins on the monthly book club, where we'll be talking through one new book every month and reading together, and then having question prompts and maybe even study guides or live discussions around one book per month. So yeah, cool. And then the top secret coaches break room at the bottom, which you're not supposed to see, but that's where all the coaches go to hang out. Anything else about groups, Ryland?
No, I think you hit it. As far as groups go, I don't think I've got anything to add.
Cool. All right. So the training videos, there's a lot in here. There's a ton. So the highest tier, it's called Pro Plus. we'll unlock the courses, and you'll get access to all the courses. And we have some courses in the works right now, but we moved courses that you may have seen from us in the past, like basics and advanced. We moved those into here. But I think that the real breadwinner is right here, the live streams and demos library. Rylan, I think you've been killing this. So these are all examples of videos that you can watch through and then mark completed as you're working through different parts of Logos Bible software. Everything that's ever recorded inside of the circle will be moved in here, tagged and searchable so that you can work through it yourself. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I think the biggest win is that it's searchable. And then Rylan, I think you pointed out the other day, the other big win is that folks can ask questions about these. Yep. And so if they watch a video, they can actually tag Rylan, they could tag any of our coaches and be like, I saw what you did there, but I don't know how to do it myself or whatever. And our coaches will get back to you and answer questions in your own library to help you get up to speed on your end. Anything else about courses, Rylan? You spent a lot more time in that area.
Yeah. So on the courses and even that, what's it called? Just advanced, basically the library. Yeah, I'm watching out, and I know, Jason, you're watching out, like conversations I see happen in our kind of groups. It's so easy for me to make like a 2 to 3 minute video of just, hey, here's how that works, and put it there. So the more users use the network, even if like another user answers a question, everybody has the same questions when they come to class. Like everybody, how do I do this? I don't know how many times I've heard, hey, how do you put your books up at the top of the screen? It's like you can click on it. So I need to make a video on how to like create your toolbar at the top. But the more questions that people like put in the system, I'm making videos based on what I'm seeing. So so it's very helpful for people to just interact. And because I'm not on camera, it's just a mic and a screen. I mean, it really takes, 2 minutes. Yeah.
So, and again, I just pulled up an example. If you are looking for keyboard shortcuts in Logos, then you just type in the word shortcuts, and like it looks like there's already been a post about it, and then there's been a video about it as well. Cool. Your boss just show up, Rylan? I'm sorry, I didn't know you were on the clock.
This is the one who runs the show. Are you done?
I understand. Cool. So then the only other thing that I wanted to talk through really was the pricing, a little bit about the pricing. And yeah, so we've got 2 different tiers right now. I'll say that like we're doing early bird because we're like just getting this started. And so if this is something that you're interested in, we're doing a 2-month free sign up. So you can get everything that I just walked through completely free. All of those free groups, but you also get all of the premium groups, and then you get all of the courses in video live streams that we talked through. So all of that would be yours for 2 months completely free. So you don't get billed or anything until like the end of the 2 months, and you can cancel whenever, 100% whenever. So that's what it looks like. As far as pricing goes, the early bird plan, which is those premium groups by themselves, is $7.99 a month, or the full year for $79.99. And then the pro plan with the courses included, which is Pro Plus, the pricing's there. So it's $10.99 a month or like $110 a year. So you do save a little if you go for the whole year. But through September 9, it's just completely free for 2 months altogether. So everything that's happening in the community, it's just completely free. So yeah, that's the pricing. That's the note on the pricing. So like, that's the URL in the bottom left of the screen. I dropped it in the comments a couple times. I've seen people in here say so many different things in the chat here about the community, which is pretty cool. So it looks like people are already jumping on board. And this is not like, I'm not like, yo, everyone go and say nice things. So it's really encouraging to see so many people excited about this community already. Seeing if there are any chat messages or any questions. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat as well. Cool. Rylan, am I missing anything?
I don't think so. I'm very excited about I think this is a good move for Logos Daily. I think it allows us to serve people better and be more connected. So even as someone who was in those Logos Daily groups, there was so much stuff that I could not keep up with, and this is much easier. And then the other thing I'm excited about the making the most out of the Sermon Builder live stream next week. And so for any Logos users, yeah, we're going to be talking about not only how to write a sermon, but why it's the only tool that I know of that does everything from handouts for a small group, a question builder for like the bulletin, automatically create your slides and put scripture. And so we're going to be talking about all the different tools within the Sermon Builder of why it's something to consider. So I'm excited about that. And I think we've got like 44, 45 signed up, and it'll be recorded.
Yeah. And then we already have another one scheduled. The next live stream is on notes and notebooks. So if like keeping track and keeping notes organized is a pain point for you, then we have that discussion coming up too. So that's pretty much it. Of course, you've got an email in the bottom left. You got the URL. I've shared it a few different times, but it's circle.logosdaily.com. And I would encourage you to at least check it out. If this is something that you're not ready to pay for just yet, that's cool. That's fine. We're doing 2 months free. So I just say give it a chance. And so far, everybody who's given it a chance has been super excited about it. So whether it's Bible study in general or Logos specific, this would be a good place for you. So Rylan, thanks for taking time with me. And then anybody who's watching tonight, of course, thanks for being here. It's like Wednesday night or Wednesday morning. I don't even know, all over the place. You guys are all over the place, but it's taking time out of your schedule. So I appreciate you doing that. And we'll see you in the circle. So go in peace.